I'm going to say a number out loud in this video that I have never said before on camera. Not hinted at, not rounded down, but the real number. Our total household debt of 2026 is $85,182.34. I know exactly where every dollar went. And today I'm showing you all of it, every account, every interest rate, and the exact strategy my husband and I are going to use to get out of it. This video took me a long time to decide to make, but if you're sitting on a number and you're afraid to say it out loud, I hope this helps. Stay with me. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Shondy. If you're new here, quick background. I'm a working mom of 5. I have a 9-to-5. I'm a real estate professional, and I document my journey to build multiple income streams and real wealth in real time. No perfection, no highlighter reel, just what's actually happening. Today is one of the most vulnerable videos I've ever posted. We're talking about debt, not in a vague, I have some credit card debt kind of way. I mean the full picture. Mine, my husband Donte's, and the one that we don't talk about to others. I do want to say one thing before we get into the numbers. Having debt does not make you irresponsible. It does not make you bad with money. It makes you human. Life happens. Kids happen. Emergencies happen. And sometimes you finance your way through hard seasons. What matters is what you do when you decide enough is enough. And I'm living proof that I had to finance my way, as you guys will see, to get myself through. After losing my job about 9 months ago, I was 4 months pregnant, lost my job June of 2025. And I'm just not getting my job back in March. So it's been quite a while, but this is us deciding enough is enough. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to start with my debt, just mine, and then we'll get to Donte's. First up, we have my Capital One Venture card. Current balance is $16,717.66. And that has an APR of 28.49%. 28.49%. This one hurts to say out loud because I know exactly how interest at 28% compounds. As a real estate professional, I understand money, and I still got here. That's important for you to hear. Knowledge does not make you immune. Second is my Capital One Quicksilver. The balance is $8,511.25. And that APR is at 28.23%. 2 Capital One cards, both high interest, both getting attacked. Now my third, and this is the urgent one, my Discover card. My Discover has $18,592. Now here's the thing about this one. It's currently at a 0% APR for 10 months. After that, it's going to jump to somewhere around 27 to 28%, which means this card right now is my most urgent priority, even though technically the interest rate looks fine. That 0% window is a gift, and I am not wasting it. Right? My fourth one will be Affirm, and that is $3,699. And the APR on that one is 32.30%. That is my highest interest rate that I own. 32%. I want that one gone, right? My total personal debt is at $47,519.91. I'm going to pause for a second. Whew. That's a lot, and I'm okay. We're going to handle that. Now, Donte's side, and I want to say we made this decision together to be transparent about this publicly. This is a team. His Capital One venture is $6,734.59. He has an APR of 27.49%. His Capital One Quicksilver is $1,784.21. His APR is 28.43 on that one. This one is actually the smallest balance we have across both of us, which is going to matter in a minute when I talk about our strategy. Now, his USAA balance, that is $5,019.18. He has a 21.40% APR. This is actually one of his lowest interest rates, right? Which is a win, which is like a small win technically, right? Now we got his Discover. His Discover is at $8,692.39. He has an APR of 26.49% on this one. Now, the final thing we have on this one is his car. And let me take that back. It's not his car, it's both of our cars. Well, it's my car. Has both of our names on it. We actually paid his car off, but did not pay mine off yet. Mine is kind of old, which I just need to let it go and get a new car. I had mine since 2014. Yeah, it's very old, and it's a no. I have mine since 2018, and it's a 2014 Chevy Traverse. So that balance is $4,432.06, and we only have an APR of 5.5%. It's literally practically free money, right? The cars that last, we're not even really worried about that because we're not really paying much interest on that. I think it comes out to be like 30 some dollars a month, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that one. So Dante's total debt comes out to be $26,662.43. Now combined with credit and car debt, that's $74,182. And then there's one I almost didn't include in this video. We owe the IRS $11,000. I debated whether to include this. I felt like it was too personal, too much, too embarrassing. But then I thought, how many people are watching this right now with IRS debt but haven't told anybody about it? Because I know you're out there, and I want you to know it's handleable. IRS debt is different from credit card debt, and I want to explain why. Now, the IRS has more power than any credit card company. They can garnish your wages, they can levy your bank account, they can even put a lien on your property. So you cannot ignore them the way you might avoid opening your credit card statement, right? Which we kind of sometimes avoid opening our IRS statements, but we know that is there. We don't really avoid it. But, and this is important, the IRS is actually workable if you communicate with them. You can set up an installment agreement directly on irs.gov. You can apply for hardship statuses, and in some cases, you can settle for less than you owe through something called an offer and compromise. Now, we've already taken the steps on this, and I'll update you on that progress later on. The point is, if you have IRS debt, please don't hide from it. Go to irs.gov and start a conversation. Ignoring it only makes it worse. So, our full numbers, including cards, the credit cards, our card in the IRS is $85,182. That is our starting line. Okay, so here's the plan. I want to explain this clearly because I think understanding the why behind the debt payoff strategy makes you actually stick to it. We're using what I call like a hybrid method, a combination of the avalanche method and protecting our 0% window. So here's the avalanche method in plain English. You make minimum payments on everything, and then every single extra dollar goes to that debt with the highest interest rate first, not the biggest balance. The highest rate because interest is the enemy. Every month you carry a balance at 28% or 32%. The bank is making money off you. The avalanche method stops that as fast as possible. But before we go full avalanche, we have one urgent situation to handle first. Now, that Discover card is at 0%, has 10 months left, right? So right now, that's going to be phase one. Every extra dollar above minimum is going to this Discover card. We need to get it as low as possible before the rate kicks in. After the 0% window closes, here is our exact attack order. First, we're going to do Affirm. That's going to be number one. Affirm is at 32%. It's the highest rate, and it needs to be gone first. So let's put Affirm number one. That's one. Number two, we're going to do Donte's Quicksilver. Donte's Quicksilver is small enough that knocking it out gives us one less payment and a real psychological win. So let's go ahead and get his Quicksilver as number 2. Get that out the way. Now number 3 is going to be my Quicksilver. And then I'm thinking next will be probably Donte's Venture. We'll do that 4th. And then we'll go ahead and do my Venture right after his. That'll be our 5th one. Now our 6th one, we'll go ahead and get to Donte's Discover. Here's it down here. That'll be 6. And then we're thinking number 7 should be USAA. Let's go ahead and get his USAA out the way. Disclaimer, I also have USAA. However, what I did with my USAA is I actually transfer my balance to that Discover. I transferred my USAA balance to Discover because they had an offer of giving 0% for 10 months. That's how that big balance got here. I just transferred from one card to the next. Now, I do recommend you guys doing that if it's going to save you some money. And if you know you're going to be able to get that money paid off, that debt paid off before the interest, that little free or 0% interest rate clears. Before that 10 months come up, I know I most likely will get it paid off. But you know what? Even if I don't get it paid off, I think I'll be A-okay as long as I got majority of it off. Because now it won't be so much of a debt that I'm paying on. Because I think sometimes they retroact what you didn't finish paying. So that's another thing. So after that, we have 8. 8 is going to be that car. Like I said, that's the last thing. The car is at 5.5%. We are in no rush on that car. So car is going to be 8. So that's the order it's going to be. And as each debt gets paid off, that payment goes, pretty much gets rolled into the next one. So our payoff payment gets bigger and bigger as we go. That's the avalanche working, right? So you pay off one, you finish, like let's say for instance, we pay off the Affirm. Any money we was paying to the Affirm, I believe it was like $80-some a month. Let's say if we paid that off, now we'll use that $85 to put onto Donte's Quicksilver along whatever his minimum is to that. That gets that paid off quick. Now that we got both those balances paid off, Affirm and Quicksilver, then we'll use how much we was using on that one and how much this minimum was, add those together, and start paying the minimum plus the minimum on my Quicksilver. So that'll pretty much be getting it down quicker. That'll be that debt avalanche that we'll be using. I hope I explained that right. If you didn't, I can definitely do another video to better explain it. Sorry. Here's the part of this plan that I'm most excited about and most committed to. My 9-to-5 income covers our life, our bills, our groceries, our kids, our home. Every dollar I make from side income goes directly to the debt list. My Amazon storefront commissions, that. My YouTube revenue when it get monetized, that. My real estate income, that. And any brand deals or sponsorships, that. This is why I'm so committed to building these income streams. It's not just about having more money. It's about having a weapon against this list. Every single hustle dollar is a dollar that didn't exist before. And it goes straight here. I want to be real with you about the timeline. If we stay consistent and put an extra $300 to $500 a month towards debt on top of those minimums, we're looking at being in debt roughly, being debt free roughly in I'm thinking 3 to 4 years if our income streams grow and if I believe I believe they will, but we could do it faster. But that's just if we stay persistent, right? And consistent on it. I'm going to update every single month, real numbers, what we paid, what's changed, what's left. Might not be nothing left, but we'll see. That is it. That's everything. $85,000. Every account, every rate, and a full plan to get out. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to do one thing. Go write down your number. Not to feel bad about it, just to know it. You cannot fight what you refuse to face. And once you face it, I promise you, it gets less scary. I'll be back next month with some type of income video. I gotta see what's coming next month. But the beginning of April, usually probably that first Monday of April, I am going to put out my budget with me video, which will show you how or what I put towards this current debt that I have. I'll make sure to include that in that budget video because I did get started already and I'm excited to start paying it off. Although I did not mention that we do have, I probably did, we do have that rental income that I do plan on selling that house by the end of this year. And if I sell this house, a lot of that debt will be getting paid off. I promise you. I am going to throw some of that to it because I don't want the house no more. I don't want to be a landlord. That's another video for another day. I'll probably do that on Thursday. Do the pros and cons of owning real estate that in rental income because it ain't for the weak. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this video helped you feel less alone, please share it. You never know who in your life is sitting on a number they're scared to say out loud. I'm Shondy. This is the season I build, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.